Hey guys, we just got back from Moana 2026. That was when the original came out, 2016. 10 short years later, and Disney has decided to make a cash in,
retain the license.
live action remake, retain the license that they own and nobody is going after, to make a live action version of one of their better, more recent films, I gotta say. And starring Dwayne, everybody's favorite and super popular right now, Dwayne Johnson, and some various other actors, and really featuring some Polynesian culture here, and as well as the original story. Now, interestingly, the Angry Joe Show, even though we've been around since Moana 1, we never got to review Moana 1, and we never ended up reviewing Moana 2. So this is going to serve as a review of all three, because we have seen all three. I don't know if Alex has
I didn't see the second one.
Okay, me and Joe have seen the second one.
Skip.
But yeah, so let's go ahead and Joe, let's start with the boys first. What did you guys think of Disney's latest live-action remake, Moana?
I didn't like it. Just like The Lion King, one of my favorites. I really do like the animated Moana one. This one, again, heartless, soulless, cash grab. There wasn't like a lot of color like Moana is in the.
You told me you just finished watching Moana.
Yeah, they had
in
more
preparation
color,
for
like
this.
more motion. Like with the animations, you could be more creative. And this is just looks darker. I can't see Dwayne Johnson as Maui. Yes, I know he played Maui. We voiced it.
Right.
But just it just looked so out of
It's really
place.
weird looking, and I will say Moana that they got, the actress that they got to play
She
Moana,
did a fine job.
did a great job. Great voice, beautiful. She looks the part, and that was well done.
Yeah,
But you get to Dwayne and you look at him and that hair, and he's gotten older. I mean, I'm old and fat. I'm not giving him
Well, he's
shit,
got
but
the
it
muscle
just
suit
he's
too,
got
and
he's
the
got that
luscious
muscle
hair.
suit. It's so stiff.
Yes.
And it stands out glaringly when we literally, in recent memory, have this animation where everybody's like, you know, and the expressions are so awesome. And here, everything feels like really flat and
Everyone like
somber.
does their cue. They do like their dance number or whatever, but it's
They
just
dance
not
in place.
as animated as like it's funnier whenever you see the old one.
Yeah.
Because like during the dancing scene, there's like this little kid that's like dancing like Michael Jackson and doing some cool moves. This one didn't really have the charm.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, that one they skipped on a couple funny parts
Yeah.
that made it kind of like levitates it. But this
Right.
one wasn't. It was just we got to make this shot for shot. We got to retain the license. It's gonna make money.
I'm not gonna joke. I'm not joking. This might be one of the first times that I was like dozing off. I was like, this is almost like shot for shot remake. Well, you just saw it.
Yeah,
Is it?
It pretty
Is
much
it pretty
is.
much?
There's some new stuff in there, but not really anything extravagant. But
I think there's.
yeah, I was very disappointed. I really liked the other one. The first one I would give probably a 9. I really enjoyed it. This one.
We'll wait for the
Yeah.
final verdicts at the end. What do you
I'm
think
not
of
happy.
Moana 2? Throw that in here.
Moana 2, I didn't like it. The premise of that one was Moana was trying to find some other wayfinders. She finds out the island that is connecting everyone has been sunk. So she goes and fixes the problem and gets her ragtag team of new cast members. The historian, the person who fixes the ship, and the old grumpy man.
Should have gotten a direct to VHS.
Yes, it felt like that. I didn't
was
like it.
ho-hum, yeah.
Yeah, they find Maui to help him pull the island up, and then the bad guy kind of kills Moana and then brings her back.
Spoiler.
And she's a
Wait a minute,
demigod.
Joe. God damn it.
Movie's been out for
I
what?
gotta. All right, I'll
Are you gonna
leave it
watch
in.
it?
I'm never watching it. But
If you're mad at Joe, leave it in the comments.
It's been out for a long time. If you haven't seen it, you probably didn't really.
you were gonna watch it anyway.
Anyways, but yeah, that happens. That one was like Alex said, probably straight to DVD.
It made $1 billion though.
It did.
First
Because
one
the
made
cash-
$687 million. This one,
I'd
the
probably give-
previous one, Moana 2,
I'd probably give it
$1 billion.
like a 5.
Okay. Okay. What did you think, Alex?
I mean, I don't think that they did this for licensing purposes. It's just that The Rock's getting old and he wanted to play this character before it was too late, but you missed the window because it's already too late. I thought this movie was like running at 10 out of 10 quality right up until we get to Maui's Island. That it was bright, it was colorful. We got to see the wonderful culture. I mean, the grandma actress was so good.
Yes, another
Moana was so
standout.
good. Like
Once we
everything
left.
was going great. The songs were good. I really liked the first Moana. I watched it yesterday, and so it's like everything was good. And then we get there, and you're like, bro, you don't fit. It's not only like you also don't physically fit, but you just. He was goofier as a cartoon character because you can do so much more, and you know, I get you. It's a live action thing, so it's like it's really him. It's just like it didn't. He was still too stoic as this Maui, and Maui is not a stoic guy. Like he's so bombastic and so crazy
He's
and all.
over the top.
And it's like the animators did the heavy lifting in Moana wanted to make him be that character. And so the voice was right, but the acting wasn't there, and the problem is he's in the movie two-thirds of the time, and so when he's on screen, sometimes there's down moments where Maui's being more self-reflective, and I thought he did fine in those times, but any time where he's supposed to be like up and like bigger than life demigod Maui, I think he did a bad job. Now the bar for me for these movies is super fucking low. These Disney live-action movies have been trash, and the best one. Is the most recent one that also made like $1 billion is Lilo and Stitch. They completely brutalized. They changed the whole message. It's about family abandonment and all this other, and they're like removing characters. And so I didn't like when they changed it. They made it worse. This time they kept it exactly the same. And like you said, it's kind of boring because they didn't do anything different. I think I'd rather them keep to the same because I think it's better than the massive changes they did. But it's probably one of the best of a really bad bunch. But unfortunately, I think The Rock killed this movie for me.
Yeah, I agree. Moana 1 was a surprise when I watched it. It was very heartfelt, very energetic, bright, colorful, the cutest little characters. I was never a fan of the fucking, what is it, the rooster character just screaming the whole film. Even in the animated one, he didn't make me laugh. So here in the live action one, where he's essentially animated, you just copied and pasted him, quote for quote, and it wasn't funny. None of the jokes made me laugh except for a peeing joke. There was one peeing joke that made me laugh. So honestly, I was bored. It was flat. I agree with what the boys just said, that I think one of the worst parts of the film is Dwayne Johnson. And it's wild because he is Maui. He played the original Maui, but he just can't do it in live action. This is a man that bit off more than he can chew. I guess he was going for, I get it, that he wanted to do more humanize Maui more, but that's just an excuse for laziness because he didn't get none of the cartoon, none of the energy, none of the heroic aspects of, Maui. And in animation, he is this brick house tank, and he does these crazy, and the way he moves, it's all awesome and non-threatening. And you see this man in this muscle suit that's all fake, and he's gigantic, and it's more bodybuilder steroid thing instead of ridiculous. It's more imposing. It just looks ridiculous. It looks off. It looks wrong. Same thing with his hair. Same thing with his face when he's calling out his face. My face is so beautiful. It's like, yeah. And
more vanity thing than
vanity.
humor.
This was a perfect role for the current Dwayne Johnson, his current reputation, where he thinks he's so hot. He thinks he's so cool. He's vain. I mean, it fits him perfectly. A bit of a dick. But then, I guess, towards the end, well, you know the story. If you don't know the story, Moana, go watch it.
It's been 10
Watch
years.
the original. Watch the fucking
It's been
original.
10 years.
So the original, to me, that's in, and all the songs. The songs were great in
Yeah.
the original. You know, You're Welcome. Everybody remembers that. I don't know the name of the song that she sings that's famous that I really
I
like.
am Moana.
Is it?
I don't know.
I don't know, it
I'll
sounds
look up
like
a
it.
list
She
of-
says that, so I imagine that's right. Yeah.
No, How Far I'll Go, I think it is.
Oh, okay.
And I like that one. So the original Moana animated, I'll give that's 9-10 territory for me. I'm gonna give it a 9. I watched Moana 2 on my own. We were thinking about doing a review for it. I don't remember what happened. We must have got busy, and then I just watched it offline. I was like, I'll do a vlog eventually. Never did. It's just meh. It's there. It feels like, like a directed DVD sequel. I could at best give it like it's a 6, 7. I could barely remember plot
But they
points.
stopped
I
good.
think and I don't want to do any spoiling either. So it's not as good. It definitely takes a dip. But honestly, I would have rather have seen Moana 3 animated than I would have
Yeah,
this
do
live
something
action.
else. Try.
Disney spent 250 something million, 256 million on this thing.
How much did The Rock get?
30 to 40.
Probably a lot. And
Oof.
so I guess they were expecting it to do banger because it's not tracking well. Right now they're tracking 60 to 65 million. That already is going to make it a flop. But now it's been adjusted. They're predicting an even softer start around 40 million, which would be catastrophic because let's assume that it does 65. If you do 65 in your opening weekend, you're usually going to do between 165 and 230 million by the time
That's not
you're
what
done.
Disney wants, though.
By the time you're done. Less than what it's tracking right now at good forecasts is less than what they spent for the budget of the film. So it's already probably going to be a flop. It may even come in even softer. When we went to the theater, there was nobody in the theater.
No.
Like maybe
Probably less than 10, honestly.
it was crazy.
Yeah.
So
When
I
we saw
don't.
Toy Story at the same period of time, also on a Thursday, that theater was fucking packed.
I think we have a flop incoming, and that's not good for Dwayne because Dwayne's coming off some recent flops. He thought, hey, you know what? This will be easy. Let me push Disney. I don't know who pushed who. Disney and him probably both wanted it, right?
Yeah.
Easy for him. Nice big paycheck. Something to go back to that's going to make money no matter what. And it turns out this is probably not going to make any money. It's probably going to lose money. But we'll have to see. Again, none of that stuff really matters. I find box office stuff fascinating. What matters is the film good? Is the film worth watching? And I'd say no. Save your money. This is something that you can see on Disney Plus. This should have been, like Lilo and Stitch, should have been on like a Disney Plus thing only. But Lilo at the last minute pivoted and went to theaters. It's making a lot of money.
It made filthy money.
This is not going to do that. And it's now granted, it's not one of Disney's worst live action remakes. I think that honor, I still fucking hate Dumbo. I hate that film so goddamn much.
Ruined Mulan.
Mulan is
that was
so
a-
bad.
Mulan
I really liked
was
that
really
one.
bad. Y'all are more attached to Mulan than I am, so that hurts y'all.
Can't wait for
more.
Hercules.
Murderous- Don't you do
Lion King, again, has the same
Terrible.
problem. The expressions aren't there. Everything's flat and boring. Mufasa, Aladdin.
I didn't see Beauty
Peter
in the
Pan.
I didn't see Beauty and the Beast. So
I don't think that one was too bad.
Yeah, it wasn't the
Yeah,
worst,
it wasn't a
but
stinker.
it's not very
I think
good
that was
either.
probably one of the higher ones.
Yeah. I think the highest one is Jungle Book. That's the
you
one that
forgot
did
about
the
what's
most.
the other one? Snow White.
Oh, Snow White's real bad. I can't believe I forgot Snow White.
Snow
That's
White.
worse.
Come on, man.
That's Dumbo levels, Joe. Yes, this is better than Snow White.
Yes,
But
it is.
wasn't
Okay.
Pinocchio rated lower than Snow White?
I didn't see Pinocchio.
I don't know whether we
Is that the
rated
one
it.
with the-
Pinocchio.
We didn't want- I know we didn't
we
watch
didn't
it.
watch
Tom
it.
Hanks. I think?
Yeah.
No,
let's see.
but
I want to see Pinocchio unstrung.
mhm. It kind of makes me realize I don't know why something like How to Train a Dragon live action was so much better to me. and that was shot for shot remake, just like this. But that film, I think it's because I didn't really like the animation style of the original How to Train a Dragon, and so I mean it's good. I like the dragon, but everybody's like rounded, and it's like the animation is like meh. It's not my favorite, And then the live action added something to it with the Viking aesthetic, and they got the dragon right. That's really what you needed to get right. But it felt epic. It felt big. The moments were, and you see the CGI, the budget's big. It goes into that. Here, where the fuck did all the money go? Yeah, it's bright and the ocean looks good. It's good CGI and stuff.
It's a good looking ocean, but like. Oh.
But you realize it's kind of a small scale thing. Like the battles are kind of boring. And I guess it's because I've seen Moana multiple times. And if you're doing the shot-for-shot remake and everything is worse, everything doesn't hit, the emotion isn't there. It's not awful, but it's just redone not as well. And you're asking yourself, what was the point? Well, we all know the point. The point is the money, right? And Disney wants their money too. So I have to point out, bright spots, because most of it is,
back in the
done
island.
worse. So I think the grandma, she did a great job. And while she's not as crazy and outward crazy as the cartoon or the animation,
she tried. But
she tried. You get her heart. I'm like, I wish
the village was great.
You're like, I want that to be my grandma. You're on board. Same thing with Moana. I think those two characters really nail themselves. Everybody else don't care about, her father, the side characters. The pig is barely in it, of course. She says, I'll bring you in the next film. And then I forgot Moana 2 if he plays a bigger role. I don't remember. And then the chicken, not funny. Not once was the chicken funny. Just not for me. And honestly, we had some kids in the theater with us, with the 3 families that were there. Dead silent the whole fucking time. One cried, left the
saw
theater.
The Rock and cried.
And
you ruined that kid's whole life, The Rock.
Yeah.
The David Bowie moment for me.
And I don't know. His moving tattoos work in animation, but in live action, it's like, what is this guy like sitting there talking with his tattoos?
Yeah.
You don't know what he's doing. I don't know. It's just weird. It didn't quite work. Now, I'm sure, oh my God. Right now on Rotten Tomatoes, like, what, 36? Well, it went up to 38. So now it's at 38% amongst critics. No audience score yet, but I can almost guarantee, audiences are more forgiving. So I'll tack on another 20% there. So I think probably 40. So audience making a prediction, 60, 68%. But that's fucking low for a Disney Moana. For a Disney film, for a Moana remake, 68% is like, what are you doing, man? Because the original,
it's got to be like 99,
95.
95.
Yeah.
95, practically 90 on audience. So we're telling you what you already knew, but it's important for us to confirm it. We seen the whole thing. I wish I would have spent my time playing Black Flag or doing something else, because, or doing chores in the background like Joe would do, keep it on in the background when it hits Netflix, or rather Disney Plus. But that's how we felt about the film.
Yep.
There are moments, it's just pointless. It's lifted directly from the animation. The Kokomungus or whatever, the tribe with the little coconuts, the monsters that throw shit. I mean, that literally turned into the anime. They kind of changed it. Tell me.
Yeah, because they were more coconuts. These are just weird.
You're monsters. They made them less cute and like more dark and scary. And it's like this was the opportunity to inject like more brightness and color that this whole movie was missing. But they went.
And that might have been part of the reason why I felt so flat and dour.
Because when you first encounter them, they're like all little cute coconuts, and then they paint themselves like angry.
And I remember.
Okay, I was expecting that, but they're angry looking. I was like, oh, they were supposed to be cute, and these are friendly or something. But
yeah, and I remember somebody on YouTube or it was on a picture that they color corrected the film themselves,
and it looked amazing,
and it looked way better. And I think that would have helped here.
I think I saw that one too.
That would have helped here. But okay, so we've told you everything you need to know. Everybody puts in fine performances. The songs. Got to talk a little bit about the songs. So,
no problem with that. I
no
honestly
problem
think
with
it was
the
fine.
songs.
Songs are fine.
Fantastic. In fact, there's a new one at the end. It's a duet with the original Moana voice actress and the new Moana who plays in live action. And they do a little duet at the end. And I thought that was a good song, too. This is Lin-Manuel wrote the song, and they did a great job. Now, is it as good as the animated? When The Rock is doing You're Welcome, I was like, Again, nothing is better than
like
the
if you
original.
close your eyes, yeah, sure, it's fine. Because it's him. That's what he did.
But You're Welcome is done worse. I actually kind of really like, how far I'll go with this new girl singing. I thought it was cool. She's got great facial expressions. You feel the heart, and although the storyline is this chosen one thing where it's like the ocean chooser. I'm like, man, the ocean could have just done this all itself. Why you even need these people? But okay, I get it. You want them to do it for themselves, so they feel good. But it's like, it's a feel good thing. But so let's go ahead and go to final verdicts, please.
Honestly, between a 5 or a 6. Again, if I want to watch this movie, I'll watch the animated one. There's no point in watching this one. The two ones that I like was Catherine and the grandma. They both did great jobs. Jermaine did a great job.
Yes, Crab guy.
Yeah, Crab. He did a great job. That's his role that he did before. The shiny one.
He was the same person, right?
Same person, Jermaine.
Okay,
yeah.
He didn't have to change nothing.
No, but other than that, I honestly wouldn't watch this film again. Not a lot of high things.
Unless you
honestly,
were forced
I'm probably
to.
gonna go for a 5. Yeah.
Okay.
This is the average film, 5.
I liked it a little better than that. I was thinking on the way home, it's like, how many points can I possibly take off just for The Rock not fitting? And I was like, maybe 2. And so, like, without him, if he had been perfect, I think this is like, I was really enjoying this movie. I mean, it was bright, colorful, love the songs. We get all of the good, like a bunch of good songs up into the beginning, and then she goes on her adventure, and then we get to the island, and then everything kind of comes crashing down. But I think it's above average, just slightly. I think it's worse in pretty much every single way than the animated one. There's some things that are on par. I think that the main actress did just as well as the original one. I think the grandma, did just as well as the original grandma. And so there's just there's a lot to like here. But the director or whoever was editing this thing that just brought down the color, that brought down the excitement, and on top of The Rock bringing down the bombastic character that he is so important and integral to the movie. So that's where you're gonna lose those 4 points from me. But I do think it's above average. We've seen way worse Disney live-action movies, so yeah.
Surprisingly,
go see more.
I think I liked it a little less than Alex. It's one of the first. I just think this is pointless, and average at best. But confusingly, The Rock, kind of messes it up for me. And it's like, what's the point? It's so early. You're getting extra negative points for that. Maybe if you waited another 10 years, but I think The Rock wanted to do it while he was still somewhat young and able to do it. But then it's like, why? So I'm at a 5. Yeah, I guess I'll be generous because I can see a 4 out of 10, it being slightly below average because there's no point. I would never reach for this one instead of reaching.
What if you
for
accidentally
the
clicked on
one.
it?
I would turn it off.
Go to a different
I would move it to something else. I would rather put on the original.
The mouse runs out of batteries,
So-
but you clicked on it like right there, and you're like, no.
Yeah, it might be a 4 out of 10, but I'll go ahead just because, it's a feel-good story. I like Moana. We're being generous. We've seen the first 2 films, never reviewed it here on the Angry Joe Show. Finally get around to it, and it's like, hey, the party's over. I would have rather have seen Moana 3. So, anyways, I'm going to go with a 5 out of 10. It's average at best. And
Save your money. Don't check. Go. Wait for it.
Save
for
him.
Disney.
I did like Frankie Adams. Oh, she's beautiful, and I remember her from The Expanse, so she does a good job as her mom. She got no screen time, but you know what it is. Good choice for that. I think it also, I really like the costuming and the culture and a little bit of emphasis there that they tried to increase that a bit. I thought that was good, but that's it. That's the extent of the positives. See the original? Shit, I'd rather see Moana 2 than this. So, yeah. All right. Well, there's really not much to spoil because you've seen this before. It's shot-for-shot remake. We'll try to do a tiny bit in the spoiler section. Come join us there. If not, thank you so much. Save your money this weekend, right? Tomorrow we're actually going to go see Evil Dead. The Evil Dead Burn, is it called? I don't know, but maybe that might be worth it. So save your money on this one at least. Come join us in the spoilers. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you on the next Angry Joe Show. Hey guys, welcome to the fucking spoilers section for no reason. There's no after credit scene. I think in the original Moana there was an after credit scene, but there wasn't, or mid credit scene. Instead, it's just the duo between the two Moana actresses now. So that was cool. But yeah, the one part that made me laugh is when she puts her hand in the water. It's part of how she's navigating, becoming a master navigator, and apparently Maui pees in the water and it gets warm, and she's like, "Ew, gross."
Still a funny joke.
Made me chuckle. It was in the original, I
Mhm.
think.
Yeah, it
was.
And it's kind of even creepier now because it's live action and it's like just see Dwayne being on some girl that's gross, but it was funny. And they really think this fucking chicken is hilarious. A screaming chicken getting knocked around everywhere, but not for me.
Yeah,
Didn't laugh.
They expanded more on the chicken.
Even the
than
kids in
this
the
one.
theater didn't laugh at any of the chicken stuff.
Mhm.
But Joe, what was new? Because you've seen it just so recently.
Some of the new parts were whenever she's up top, she's trying to decide on her rock what to get. Like she's like, "Oh, passionate leader," and all
She
this.
should've chosen a
Okay.
different rock.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What
I
is all this? When as you become chief, you need rocks.
Yeah, you stack the rock.
they have
higher.
that, but then they kind of expanded on that. She's going up top, trying to choose a perfect rock for herself, and towards the end, they have the little ceremony up top. I think,
Yeah.
yeah.
Where she
what
puts the
else?
shell up there.
Oh, I felt
Yeah,
like
they
that
were,
was
like,
maybe in
dancing.
the original.
Mhm.
Okay.
It's just like they extended it, and they added more stuff like throughout the village. I think we got like an extra minute or two on the little coconut monsters, though. I was disappointed by it because like I think that the original coconut monsters things was a little more fun.
Yeah.
You never really feel like they're in too much danger because of like it's a Disney movie, but it's like then have more fun with it. So it just felt like a child actress running through a green screen set, and that's ultimately what it was.
So the photorealistic stuff, it doesn't really do the pig or the chicken, any favors. But everything else looks appropriate. So the lava monster, the land goddess, that was fine. Looks cool. The way the ocean looks was awesome. I think they're doing a really good job on the water effects.
I was actually a little disappointed by the land goddess because I thought it was going to be the one time where they wiped away the gray.
Yes.
Where it's like, oh my god, we're gonna get a big hit of color, and it was green. Look, don't get me wrong, it was green, and there were but
That's
it's
when
like,
I started smiling when there was some color.
but turn up the color, and it's like you
dark green. I was like, well,
you can
come
turn it
on.
up and just like show how amazing all of like the flowers and vegetation and stuff
They
are.
really, really fucked that up.
They wanted it to
on
be
the color.
gray, like everything that's made on Netflix has that gray,
Yeah.
sheen on it.
Yeah.
I would, if I gave it a 4, I'd give it a 5. If I gave it a 5, I'd give it a 6. Whenever YouTube goes and corrects it, because somebody on YouTube, one
They
of the
already did the
graphic
trailer
artists,
one, yeah.
is gonna fix
yeah.
it. Tamatoa, the crab, he was in some kind of extended thing, or at the end of the original, he's not seen again in here. He's like, "Do you have any notes for my song?" And then they leave, or they fall into the water. They get blown out of the volcano. But yeah, he did just as good of a job, if not maybe kind of. Was there anything in the live-action remake that was better, Joe? Since it's so fresh in your mind, the crab part. You like this guy a lot.
Yeah.
Did he
he's
put
great.
more emphasis in his song
No,
singing?
you can't really. It's hard to do that more in CGI, but
Right.
it was better in the animated one. No,
No.
can't think of anything that was better.
See, that's the problem.
Yeah, like what?
That's the problem. Maybe the background extras are given a tiny bit more. We're talking like if it was a 5, it's like a 5.1.
No, because like you said earlier, like you have some of in the animated ones, you have some of them doing goofy stuff that's like,
Oh, right.
where like they're dancing different or they're doing weirder things.
They want to
Yeah.
take it more serious.
Yeah,
though.
and
They're
the
like,
guy's getting a
Polynesian
tattoo,
culture.
a huge tattoo. Then she goes to the next guy. The guy's like, "Oh, this is so painful," and he's like in agony. And they barely have like a little line.
Because like little jokes that make you laugh.
Because it's a cartoon
you're almost there.
and like you can do all that stuff, and in here they chose not to do it. It's like wiping away the layer of fun that was on it because it was a cartoon.
Yeah. So
Stop it, Disney.
Get some help.
Fucking stop it.
OJ
with
really
these
wants to see
live-action
live-action
remakes.
Hercules.
Don't you fucking
So
dare.
bad.
I'm
Wrong
gonna
with you.
give it a 0. Don't you? I
Here,
love that
Disney's upcoming live-action slate
one. I know.
features so Moana on July 10th. Here we are. Other confirmed films currently in development or production include live-action versions of Hercules,
Ugh.
Tangled, Aristocrats, and Bambi. Those are the only ones that are in production and or confirmed. It doesn't mean they can't be canceled. They can maybe still cancel them. If this thing flops, I'm actually curious if they might do some canceling.
Well, I mean, that's what
depending on how far along they are.
All these industry insiders were like, "Hey, Disney may be canceling their live-action plans because they've been losing all this money." And then Lilo and Stitch made $1 billion.
So it's going to teach them the wrong lesson. Then this is going to slap them in the face and teach them the opposite lesson.
And I just don't know what it's going to be. Like Hercules, you got to get Danny DeVito, and then they're going to mess everything else up. And then I don't know. Tangled is fine. I mean, I'm sure it's gonna be okay.
Yeah, it'll be something like Tangled, where like the girls and the women will go out and support that one. But I don't think anybody. That's not gonna be like this massive hit like these other ones where it's an event film where it's like Mulan. We all gonna go see Mulan, or it was one of the bigger ones. Beauty and the Beast. We all gotta go see Beauty and the Beast.
Aristocrats.
Snow White.
That's weird. It's older. That's a weird one to do, though.
Yeah, I don't think anyone cares about the Aristocats. You said it's Aristocats?
Yeah.
It's like I don't think anyone cares. That one's like almost before our time.
Yeah.
Right.
So
The Great Mouse Detective.
I love the Great Mouse Detective. That one's
too.
so good. It has a great soundtrack and one of the only child-centric animal burlesque shows that's super weird. Disney, what the fuck's wrong with you?
Yeah, my favorite ones was like Hercules and Hunchback.
Yeah.
Banger.
Hellfire.
Banger. Oh,
I don't think they're doing a Hunchback one.
It's a banger song.
Are they? Wait a minute.
They could.
Yeah, the Hunchback of Notre Dame.
They're ruining everything. Stop it.
They're going through all the catalog.
They are.
They just look like, what are people nostalgic for? And I got it wrong with Mulan because it came out so recently that you can't be nostalgic for it because
There's also a Cruella 2 in development.
Well, she's
that first
evil,
one
though.
cost like $400-500. Like that one was like crazy expensive to make.
They were trying to make you feel bad for the villain, though. She wanted to murder 101 Dalmatians.
No, Joe, because Cruella showed that the first one was a lie. Everything you know from your childhood was a lie because Cruella was good.
Oh, what we said before, we would watch the backstory of Jafar. That would be an interesting one.
Yeah, I'd watch that one. That'd be interesting. As long as they don't try to make him like a good guy.
They will. It's
Yeah.
Disney.
So I think this will probably do 40, 45.
How do you think international? Because international, if it's 50% up, like it may clear $100 million its first weekend, maybe. I don't know.
Well, the international numbers for Moana, or the percentage of the original Moana, 61% international, 38% domestic. That what you want.
Yeah.
That what you want. So if it can maintain that, then
It's still gonna lose
it's gonna do better. It might break even if it's saved by international.
You said 250 or something like that?
Yeah, it's 250 budget. You know, if it's tracking 65 million opening, then it could probably do 230. But if international boosts it, then you're good. Moana 256% international, so it's still, and that's kind of what pushed it to $1 billion. So yeah, maybe international will come and save Moana live action. Otherwise, it's gonna flop.
Didn't Moana 2 come out like a month ago, 2 months ago?
Yes, sir. It came out in 2024.
Oh, Moana 2 came out in 2024?
Yes.
That's how.
I thought it was recent. I mean,
I
I
thought it
never
was
watched it.
I mean, 2024 is recent.
I thought it was like 5 years ago.
It feels right because it's forgettable. It's really forgettable.
You're not gonna watch it. You're not gonna watch it.
And so when we're in the spoilers, so now Moana 2, now she's a demigod too, and she's got tattoos.
She got
What are her tattoos of?
I forget.
Do you remember?
No, but
I guess her
she-
adventures.
Yeah, it's whatever.
So now she's got
happened.
powers.
Oh, see, maybe.
So you remember? So
Well,
then in
you
Moana
have it towards the
3,
end. It's like,
they'll-
yeah, she got powers. Now she's.
She's a
a
water. She's a
demigod.
water mage.
So I don't know what happened.
yeah.
It's whatever.
But the world just feels the universe of Moana just feels like, I don't know, it's dumb. And so the world was just water, okay?
Water
in
world.
the universe, right? It's water world. Apparently, it's Maui that lifted islands up as a gift to humanity.
But he was a human.
He
so
was
that's
thrown, but that doesn't make
Later.
sense because that's what I'm getting to. Because his backstory is his parents threw him into the water, didn't want him, so there had to be some islands. Okay, maybe there were some islands, and he pulled up some later. Some islands, he threw him into the water. The ocean took pity on him, made him Maui,
Demigod.
made him a demigod, gave him his magical fish hook, which is the thing that gives him powers. Otherwise, I think he just has super strength without the fish hook. And then he says he gave humanity fire. So everything is centered around, Maui, the Earth Goddess, and then apparently Maui was trying to get the gem,
give to the people,
heart, to give it to the
creation.
people for more adoration. He didn't realize that by doing that, it created the blight that is destroying everything. So he's kind of fucked everything up and is killing off humanity slowly.
Then he got stuck in
But
the
he
island.
never does anything about it because he's stuck on the island.
He can't swim.
What?
He can't swim.
He can't swim
He
at
can't-
all?
He can't
He
float.
can't float, so he's just going.
He can't float. He says, I can't float.
Yeah.
So he's just gonna sink.
There's a moment where Moana is in the middle of the ocean and she throws away the heart, or she gives the heart back to the ocean and the ocean puts it in the bottom. She jumps into the ocean and gets it. I'm like, motherfucker, there ain't no way you went to the bottom of the ocean.
It was shallow there.
Everybody went up.
Yeah, I was like,
Oh, yeah,
I
just at
cannot
that
hold
one
my
point,
breath that
The
long.
shadow code, and then the rest
Like,
of the
help me,
ocean
ocean,
floor
help
is
me.
waiting on.
I can't swim back up.
Just give me the thing back, Ocean. Clearly, I'm trying to get it. Anyways, so if you take that out, then the Earth Goddess becomes a wrathful
Tika.
lava monster. But how did Tika get a name? And it seems like he
They
knows
just name
Tika as Tika. I guess people name it Tika. And then it becomes Tika. And you think it's a different entity. And then you get the twist where Moana's like, oh. But in this,
You're not yourself when you're hungry.
she's like, it's like immediately obvious because she looks at it and it immediately says, I'm the fucking Earth Goddess. I don't remember in the animation if it was more like you have to discover it. if it was a bit-
No, it's exactly the
It's
same.
pretty much the
Okay.
same. She went there and it was gone, and she looks, she sees it.
So then-
she opens up the ocean.
You open the ocean, the thing crawls towards her. You think it's going to kill her, but it slowly slows down a little bit as she sees that she's offering up the heart. They have a head-to-head moment, which I'm like, it probably
It would've been
hurts.
hot. Yeah.
It would have been super
It's
hot.
lava.
But anyways, and then she puts the stone back, and then she turns all into the forest, makes a bunch of
dim
forest on the
forest.
Yeah,
bottom.
gray-green
A dim
forest.
forest.
It was the brightest the film had gotten to that
Yeah,
point,
but-
except for the beginning, where you had little Moana and running. Wait, did we get baby Moana at all?
No.
Yeah.
I saw a picture in the trailer of a little baby Moana.
When they're doing the thing
Well,
where she's reading.
got to be there.
She isn't. She's
the
in
actress,
both.
unless they
I wouldn't say it
remove
was
that
baby,
little.
but
She's like little because they're reading
a
the
little.
story, and she's the one with the flower in her hair. And
Right.
the grandma's reading about death and destruction.
not a baby though.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, and their teeth are all like super far apart. Yeah, I remember. Okay.
That's about it. But
And that's it. And she's the leader of her people.
yep.
She's
takes
the
over.
last leader of her people. No one will ever lead again because she put something that is impossible to stack other rocks on top of. So she's claimed dominance over all people. You will never be another leader. I am the end.
Damn,
I end the line of these
damn,
people.
Bitch, that's rude.
She did.
They're like, no, Moana, we put flat rocks so that we can build up other people. Nope.
I don't
Shell.
remember that.
Right, because in the sequel, then her people are explorer people. They go to
Yes.
other islands. She is now out there to unite the world
and bring up that island.
No,
and
she's a god now.
and
She's
bring
not-
up an island. And that's the plot of the second one. And at the end, they bring up the island, and then she gets powers.
Then they get
and the
the
storm
other
god.
wayfinders.
Huh?
Yeah, they're just trying to connect the other wayfinders.
Right. We get more of the Cucamonga coconut monsters.
Yes, and some evil thunderstorm man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you didn't, I'm not going to watch it. You made it sound real bad.
Now, I'm curious whether they're
in
going
the
to
background if
make
you
a
want.
Moana 3. Yes or no, Joe?
made $1 billion.
They got to.
Assuming
They got
this
to.
flops.
Oh, I think they're working on it already. If
Yeah.
Glassman made $1 billion 2 years ago, like they're probably halfway through development right now.
And the
Yeah.
people who are animating things like, what the fuck is Dwayne doing? God damn, they're going to make me, I'm working on the real thing here. And he's like, this is the real thing. I am Maui.
He is.
I'm like, yeah, you're Maui, I guess. But
Okay.
still.
Do you think he's gonna come back for Bambi? Didn't he play Bambi in an
Yes,
SNL
he
skit
did.
where it's Bambi the Revenge?
Yes.
And yeah, so that's what they should just do. That just cast him there
Do that. Live action remake.
because it's gonna be terrible otherwise.
I still need to see Bambi the Reckoning. I haven't seen it.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's up to you with the OJ Bad Movie Review. If you want, you can do that one. Just let me know when, Joe. Anyways, anything else you want to point out in the spoiler section breakdown, talking about the universe of Moana. So, Moana 3, yes or no, Joe?
Yeah.
Is happening?
Yeah.
I think so, too. Yeah. Anything else?
They got a lower score, but they're still good. It's still
It made
money.
more money. It
Yeah.
made even more money. They don't care.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, Moana 3 is officially in development. Dwayne Johnson confirmed that the threequel is actively in the works. Writers Jared Bush and Dana are actively working on the screenplay. Both Johnson
Hopefully it's
and
better.
Aluli Kraveho are expect to reprise their voice roles as Maui and Moana. Those specific plot details are being kept under wraps.
When you were watching this movie, did you ever think that The Rock kind of looked like Troy Polamalu, like a little in his Head and Shoulders
Yes.
commercial?
Because
Because his beautiful, because Troy's got
Yes.
amazing
Troy's
hair,
ama-
and
they
his
should've
head
casted Troy.
and his Head and Shoulders commercials are just chef's kiss, and so it's just like you're trying to do Troy, but you got this weird like. It should have been a fat suit anyway. I know we've said that, but like it absolutely needed to be a fat suit. But The
Yeah.
Rock has that thing where he's like, I can never lose. My fat suit needs to be actually a muscle suit.
It's just like all these abs. No, he needs to be like a strong man, like fucking thick.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, yeah. So the sequel is a 4-quadrant smash hit. What does a 4-quadrant mean?
All over the world, Joe.
Means the movie appeals equally to all 4 major demographic groups, Joe. What are the demographic groups? All 4 of them. Give
Old
'em to me.
men, women, men, children, babies. I don't know. I don't fucking know.
The 4 quadrants are males under 25, females under 25, males 25 older, females 25 older.
So just humans. You wrote 4 quadrants like an asshole. It's like you just said humans.
Old men, young men. Old women, young women. That's it.
Ooh, you're gonna get in trouble for saying that women over 25 are old. What are you, DiCaprio?
That's the industry.
Ooh.
The movie industry considers
It's like
you
blow
old.
out your candles and there's your luggage. Head
Yeah.
on out.
Yeah, that's the holy grail for the movie studios when you can get all 4, involved. So, anyways, thank you, guys. And it looks like Supergirl got none of these involved. I think its highest was actually males over 25.
50.
They
Men
were
over
there
50.
to be mad about it.
All right, guys. Well, thank you very much for watching. That's our opinion on the live-action Moana. Meh at best. Clearly a cash in. Everything everybody says it is. wait for it on streaming or Netflix or even on TV. But we will be present. I will be present for Moana 3 if they end up doing it. So we'll see. All right, guys, that's going to be it. Thank you so much, and we'll see you on the next Angry Joe Show. Bye, guys.